Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. And I have an amazing gift for you this week only. One of the things that we're doing in my brand now is really focusing on ways that you don't have to build your business out of your own pocket, right? Various ways of startup capital, whether it's sponsorship grants, your own credit, business incubators, whatever the case may be. But I've got a very special offer this week only where you can get a list of over 300 direct connections to corporate sponsors like Ciroc, Absolute, Mercedes Benz for only $99. This list is their contact, their email, and of course, some sponsors that you probably don't even think about, like Aquafina Water and places like that. And the reason this list is so critical is number one, not only does it stir your mindset about how you can leverage these different corporations to build your events, to create money for your books, virtual events that you may have going on. It's 2021, and all of these corporate sponsors are about to come out with a brand new budget for the year, and you need to have whatever that you're doing up and ready to get in front of these sponsors. And today the list is only $99. If you're in my membership or mentorship, check your chat for a special code where you can save $50. So it's only going to be $49 for you if you're in my membership. And let me tell you why this is so important. Corporate sponsors, and if you haven't shared this broadcast, make sure you share this broadcast. Corporate sponsors are everywhere. From Walmart to Chick-fil-A, you may know a few of them, but there's a whole big list of ones you don't know or wouldn't even think about. And you're missing out on thousands of dollars, if not more, by not having access to this list. And that's why, as one of my Christmas specials, I want to make this. This list is valued. This list is valued at thousands of dollars. Just one connection on this list could get you 150, 10, $5,000. So don't hesitate. Go to bit.ly/7figure list 2020 and get your link, your list for only $99 this week only. Don't come to me next week talking about, coach, can I get a copy of the list? Sometimes you got to move when you see opportunity. And these corporate sponsors are, let me just read you some of the names from the list so you can understand just how critical a list like this is. I would show it to you, but it's got the names on there. Airbnb. Imagine being able to host a retreat with Airbnb as the sponsor, and the major thing that they're sponsoring is the house, so you don't have to pull money out of your pocket for a venue. What would that do for your budget, Dr. Armstead?
Coach, come on. I mean, for $99, this is going to pay for itself with that first sponsorship. First of all, you don't know what you don't know. So you have to come over here and get that knowledge and information, because otherwise it's like the blind leading the blind. For $99.
Oh, wait a minute, hold up, people. What do I see my mentor in the chat, Miss Shavonna Schreiber herself?
All right.
OMG. You talking about a bad lady? If you're not connected to Miss Shavonna Schreiber, make sure you do. Knowledgeable, smart, quick on her feet. For me, I'm just honored to be able to sit at her feet and learn what I don't know. So if you're not connected with her, make sure you connect with her, because you know what? It's rare when I tell you, boy, I got somebody to keep me on the ropes. If I got somebody to keep me on the ropes, boy, that's different. Y'all know that.
That's good, coach. See, y'all, that's transparency. Even the coach The baddest coach I know got a coach that she know that's even bad. That's
Baby, you
good.
better keep you some. You gotta, the word says iron sharpens iron.
Yes.
We just gonna hold up. I'm gonna leave it there for just 1 minute and talk about it. I know we talk about these corporate sponsors. Good morning, Tabitha. Tabitha said, I can't wait to get my blessing. I was looking for you in class yesterday. But I want to just hold it right there for a minute. That before you hire your next coach, ask them who coaches them. Before you hire your next expert, ask them who feet do they sit at. All of the greats from Thomas Edison, George Washington Carver, Charles Darwin sat at somebody's feet. And when you don't sit at somebody's feet, how can you teach me? I tell people all the time, I'm such a great teacher because I'm such a great learner. Everything I learn, I teach. And as I teach, I learn even more. So even this list of sponsorship connections, over 300, and Shavana, I'll send you a copy of the list. Even this list was an exercise in sitting at somebody's feet and learning. Me and my team spent $13,000 for a sponsorship coach, which is what we got this list for. I had to fly my entire team to California to meet with her. Remember last year when we were in Los Angeles at the mansion with the pool, next to the pool. So at the end of the day, everything you have comes from your ability to learn from somebody. Every coach, the disciples had Jesus. Come on now, y'all. Michael Jordan had Phil Jackson. Everybody always talks about these greats. Beyonce has Todd Herman. Oprah had Maya Angelou. There's always somebody in the background standing, holding that torch over the greatness. So don't ever be intimidated to hire or partner with somebody that knows more than you. I'm gonna let y'all just muster in that for a minute, because at the point where you're the smartest person in the room, you need to change rooms.
Ooh, coach.
I just had to go on and give y'all. That's a Sunday morning. That's a Rima word. Hello? That's a right now word. You want to not be broke? You better line up with somebody that's generating revenue even in a pandemic. That's a Rima word. I just got off here. We jumped on here for 5 minutes and before this call, and I just gave Dr. Cynthia a multi-million-dollar idea. Hello? Who's in your face talking to you about your next level? If you're the smartest person in the room, if you're the person whose phone is always ringing, if you're the person with all the connections, if you're the person that holds all the bounty of knowledge, you're not in the right spot.
Ooh.
You're not in the right spot. And us as women in particular need to stop being remiss in hiring expert help. Stop thinking somebody gonna run off on the plug with your money. This is business. Let me run it down to you. This is business. And everything you spend is a tax deductible expense, from this directory that's only $99 to the conference that I'm hosting in Houston next year, your flight, your travel, your food, all of that is tax deductible. At what point will you invest what is necessary for you to get to the next level? Because there's no risk involved. You say, well, how do I know this directory is any good? There's no risk. First of all, if you don't like it, I'll give you money back. Now don't go through there and call all the sponsors and then be like, I don't like this list. Hello? But You got to stop thinking that everything is a risk. Second of all, the word talks about seed and harvest. What are you sowing into your business? You sow into your children, you sow into your man, you sow into your church, you sow into your community. What in the world are you sowing into your business, which is for all intents and purposes your retirement, for all intents and purposes your generational wealth, your legacy, your rainy day fund. You cannot keep living on the cusp of nothing. If there's no other lesson that I feel all women can learn and learn from me or somebody, is that art of being able to take your resourcefulness, your wittiness, your tenacity, your resilience, and package it in a way that the world will buy it and can buy it from you. Thank you, Carolyn, for sharing this morning. And if you haven't shared this broadcast, share the broadcast, because that's another thing we need to do. We need to sell and share and share and sell and not feel bad for it. CC said Patti LaBelle selling 35,000 pies a day at Walmart. She got in a room with smarter people, and that's the result. And we're not even going to talk about the quality of the pies. We're not going to talk about the taste of the pies. I'm sure these are not the same pies that Patti brings out of her own oven. Let's just talk about the virility of the pies, how they went viral because a couple of people gave it an endorsement. I'm going to leave that right there. So some of y'all, while you're sitting waiting on your product to be perfect, a sponsor will sponsor it now. And the money you get from that corporate sponsor will help you further the production of your product, will help you build the greatness of your service, will help edify whatever event you're trying to put on. And that's one of the reasons we have such difficulty with getting things to the level of approval that we want, because we're working with nothing. So give yourself a chance. Go to bit.ly/7, the number 7, figure list 2020. We have over 300 sponsors on that list. That list is just $99 this week. The only other way to get this list is to join my sponsorship course, which is $1,500. So if you can't afford to join that sponsorship course, that's part of the year-long Startup Capital series, that's $1,500. How do you start? You get this list, you get a sponsor. You take some of that sponsorship money and you pour back into your education. Hey, good morning, Van Collins. Thanks for sharing. So sharing is caring. If you haven't shared the broadcast, make sure you do. Go post on your page. Hey, who would like a list of over 300 sponsors? Come on now. This list cost me a lot of money to get. I'm going to say close to $20,000 for this list. So yeah, you have to do something. You have to do something different sometimes to get different results. I mean, and Dr. Cynthia, you know how we've been on this whole journey with Startup Capital this year. How has that impacted your business and the ability to sow into your business?
You know, guys, we always say over here on the BYOB show, we usually have the show before the show. And I was just saying to Coach that this has been a very tough year for many of us in many ways, but by far, it has been my best business year. My takeaway from this year, everything else to the side, is that I have been so amazingly blessed this year in my business, but it's because I took action. It's because I made a decision. It's because I got outside of my own comfort zone and stopped being the smartest person in my room. And in this community, I'm in the room with somebody who's much smarter than me, and I'm watching their actions and what their actions produce. And so when they say, go get it and go do these things, I had to implement those things. I mean, in regards to monies for my business, I thought I'm not even eligible for that. because I'm thinking I know something, but I did not know. And coach said, why not, in our sessions, in our coaching, why not? And she gave us all the reasons why. I implemented what she said. And as a result of that, the monies came into my business. And then I was able to take those funds that came into my business and then reinvest them in other things that I needed for my business. And I'll be honest with you, with coach, like she said, she gave me $1 million thing this morning. We have our one-on-ones with her. So I've had that. I'm lying to get another one, but right off the back this morning, she gave me something I wasn't even expecting. But if I didn't show up over here, then I wouldn't have gotten that. So now, without any fear, when she says invest, I invest, because the return on the investment is astronomically more than what the investment was. But for $99, this list, you cannot bypass this. Coach says all the time, even not making a decision means you just made a decision by not taking a stance and doing something. Invest the $99. It's an investment in your business. It's an investment in yourself. Okay, that's the underlying part about it, because your business is what you need to move you forward. The longevity of it all, for those who need to leave the job to help balance out some things during this time of pandemic. In this community, we were prepared for so many things because we followed the instructions that she gave us long before the pandemic ever even was told to us, that we even knew we were in a pandemic. We were already preparing. So I think you better go now, because she said it will not be available next week. Don't come back asking, where is it?
I got 1 week.
No,
by next Sunday, it's going to be gone. And just think about it. And I want you to say me in the chat. How many of you would like to get sponsorship from Apple? Come on now. How many of you would like to get sponsorship from Amazon? They're on the list. How many of you would like to get sponsorship from Allstate? I'm just in the A's. American Express. I'm just in the A's. Audi. Avis. Car rental. How many would you like to get it? I'm in the B's now. Ben and Jerry ice cream. BET. Belvedere vodka. Bank of America. Bacardi. Belvedere / Moet Hennessy. I'm still in the B's. BMW, North America. Beats by Dre. Come on. I'm moving to the C's. How many of you would like to get sponsorship from Ciroc, Cadillac, Cliff Bar, Coca-Cola? The list goes on. Chevrolet, Comcast. These are not dead and buried corporations. These are major corporations like Dark and Lovely, Discover Card, Dub USA, Delta Airlines. This is the Inside Track, CoverGirl, the Inside Fashion Nova, Frontier Airlines, Frito-Lay. These are top 100 corporate. These are blue chip stock sponsors.
Household names. We recognize them all.
Names. It's very few names on that list I don't recognize. And each and every one of you have what is you should have, your sponsor dream list. And those are the sponsors who embody the same ideals and values and target clients that you do. So again, if you're in one of my coaching groups, I'm going to send you the link to get this list for half off. But if not, $99 is such an amazing value. Don't shoulda, woulda, coulda. And I'm going to tell you a quick story before we get out of here, because I got one-on-ones today. I know a lady who's been doing events for 10 years. Every year she does an amazing event geared towards women. And every year she has stellar reviews on how these women went to this event and their lives were forever changed. And every year she just breaks even. Once she has paid the DJ and the venue and the caterer and these various speakers to come in and bless these women. And she is giving her heart and her soul and her mind and of her body and her spirit and her family. And she is literally has to go for a week just to recharge herself. After she's done all of that, she walks away and she only breaks even. A copy of this list could turn that break even event into a 6-figure weekend easily. And it ain't gonna take no whole lot of sponsors to do it. Number one, she's got the credibility. She's been doing it for a while. Number two, she's got the testimonials. She's been doing it for a while. She's got the street cred. If you understand what I'm saying, she's in tune with the target. She's done the work. A lot of you have done the work building these relationships, and a lot of you have done the work writing these books and creating these annual events. And the one thing you have that's missing is some corporate sponsors to come in and infuse some capitals. Let me make it plain. Some cash, some money into your events so that you're not running around trying to figure this out on your own.
Wow. I don't know what else to say. For $99, right now, you need to go over to bit.ly/7figurelist2020. Okay, before this opportunity is no longer available to you. And and nobody else is doing this. I'm sorry. And I say it all the time. Nobody else is doing this. There's no other coach that is investing like this. She had to send a whole team of people to go and get this training, and then to come back at some point and offer this at a rock bottom price like $99. You won't even miss it, especially if you're a business person. Your business will not miss it. But especially if you don't get sponsorships.
Especially if you use the list.
Absolutely.
Like I said, you normally have to attend $1,500 training to get this list. A lot of people get these connections and they hold them connections close to their chest because we do spend so much money for access to this list. So don't miss your $99 opportunity. If you're in my groups, I'm getting ready to post a discount link right now, bit.ly/7figurelist 2020. Start your 2021 right now, reaching out to these various sponsors and getting the information that you need to turn your next level into a success. I'm going to close by saying there's money and opportunity everywhere. I want you to repeat after me. Somebody, somewhere, has the money I need to change my life. Somebody, somewhere, is willing to pay me dearly for the things I know how to do. There are no such things as lack, less than. There's always money. All money is an exchange of energy. You give me some energy and I give you some energy. I need somebody to come in and do something in my house. I'm going to give them some energy. That's money. And they're going to give me some energy. That's time. There's always what you need or what you want around the next corner. The question you've got to ask yourself is, do you have abundant vision? Do you have an abundant mindset? I said this yesterday. 3 places money are made. 3 places. First, you make money in your mind. You have an idea. You say, wow, it doesn't have to be that hard. You could just do such and such and make it easy on yourself. So the first thing you do is you have an idea, something that people are willing to pay for in order to have access to. The second place money is made is in your heart, where your own conviction and understanding that God didn't put you here to struggle. God put you here with access to an abundant kingdom that only requires that you get up and walk. Like Jesus told that man at the pool of Bethesda who had sat there for 38 years. You're sitting there complaining, y'all, complaining that people are walking past him, going to the healing waters, complaining, y'all, that nobody is helping him get to the healing waters so he can be healed. Complaining. And when he complained to Jesus, you understand what I'm saying? Jesus was like, you have literally been sitting here long enough that with just a little bit of effort, you could have done something different. So my question to each and every one of you this morning is, how long will you lie there? How long will you put on broke events? How long will you try to run this business out of a bootstrap? How long will you lie there? It's time for you to pick up your mat and walk. It's time for you to do something differently. And the tools, the resources are available, but are you willing to sow a seed to get started? bit.ly/7 figure list 2020. I look forward to some success stories. I want to hear about how you guys got sponsorship from this drink sponsor or this car sponsor, because every little bit, if Walmart only tell you they're going to give you 5 fruit trays, well, that's 5 fruit trays you ain't have to buy. So I want you to start thinking about abundance, revenue, sponsorship, and all these things differently, because they are available to you.
This is opportunity. This is opportunity to springboard your business into 2021. Okay. The world is not even there yet, but this is opportunity to use this as a springboard, because you've been struggling in this area. You've been asking for this. You've been asking God for it. Now here it is. Okay. What are you going to do for $99? It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. You know, this is a foundational piece that you need for your business to take it to the next level. bit.ly/7 figure list 2020. Get it now before it goes away.
Thank you, D. Morris, for sharing this morning. I'd much rather have my cake, but I'll take the share for now. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thank you, Miss Dr. Cynthia Aura,
as always,
send me on this journey. Guys, don't just get a copy of this list. Tell your friends a copy is available. And don't share the list once you get a copy. Don't be out there telling your friends you can give them this link. Tell them they got to get it like you got it, baby.
Invest.
They got to get it like you got it. All right. Love you guys. Have an amazing morning. And we'll see you a little bit later this afternoon.